Hey everyone, Neen here from the Hyperactive Bookworm. October, and I read one spooky book. What the hell? Seriously, what the hell? Alright, so I read 10 books all up, so it's not all bad. So I'm going to start off with the spooky book that I read, which was actually the last book of the month. Hello, puppy. Yes. Okay, anyway, so the last book of the month, it was actually The Pseudopod That Rocks a Cradle by Tim Mendes. Alright, if you like old gods, tentacles, twisted, disturbed, freaky minds, geeks, this is absolutely 100% the collection for you. So it's a bunch of short stories, which all of them are hella long because Tim Mendes does not know how to write short. 3 of the stories that are noteworthily creepy, that have stayed with me and lingered, are After Image. Seriously, feel the burn. Like, seriously, after it, I was blinking repeatedly, eyes watering. It was intense. Second one was Mr. Mannequin. I love a good crime story, especially when you throw supernatural in there. I did, however, re-question getting a tattoo again. Yeah, bit creepy. Third one, The Face in the Fabric. Really twisted, dark perspective from a creative's point of view. It was horrible and fabulous and wonderful. Top 2 books for the month. Curry Hunter's Unbreakable. Brilliant crime story, messing up with mystery and people trying to figure out everything while you're trying to figure it out. Cute kid element. Wonderful, wonderful story. Brilliant writing. If you like crime, if you like representation with Sapphic, brilliant. All of the characters are just so wonderful. You just want to scream at it a few times and go, but why? The injustices are horrible. And it's just brilliant. And the strength of the characters is just phenomenal. Second favorite book for the month, Coming Home by KJ. Aussie, beautiful writing. I wish I had written some of the words in this. It is a celebrity romance, adorable kids, adorable best friends. Read it backwards so I knew more about the best friend and stuff, and it was so cool meeting her for the first time. I feel very Doctor Who-ish. If you love Aussie humour, flowy sentences, and fourth book to make me cry. Don't like the reputation I am getting here. What the hell is going on? I read the last 2 books for the After series for Erie River Publishing. They're an amazing series. Go check them out. They're all on KU. So the second last one I read was Quantum Rule, Terror Underground by Jay Sandlin. This has the best beginning that I have read in a really long time. There was just something intense about it without it being a fight scene or an action scene. It was just, it pulled me right in, like sucked me straight in. And there's something beautiful in it and what it gives you. The mystery of all of this is really cool. I found the breadcrumbs really fun. Still got shocked by a few things. So that was absolutely fabulous. The last one I read was Carry On by Holly Cornetto. This one was delicious and dusty. Like, I think that just sums it up perfectly. Delicious and dusty. Characters traveling across a landscape, post-apocalyptic world. All the books in the After series are the post-apocalyptic world. It is amazing. Goes into the portrayal of what we are willing to do to survive. And I loved and adored the main character, but I really love also the delve into the importance or lack thereof of names. That really intrigued me as well. The next 2 books I listened to were actually nonfiction, which, who am I? Seriously, I'm reading nonfiction in October instead of spooky shit. Who knew? So I listened to 2 nonfiction books. The first one was Born with Teeth by Kate Mulgrew. If you don't know who she is, firstly, heathen. Secondly, she played Captain Catherine Janeway on Star Trek Voyager. And, oh my God, feisty redhead who loves coffee. I love her. So totally love Captain Janeway. She also plays Red in Orange is the New Black. Anyway, so this is her memoir. And it is so gritty and raw and detailed, but beautiful because it's a memoir and it's her memories. And I mean, yes, I absolutely listen to it because she reads it, and for 10 hours I could listen to Captain Janeway. So that was fabulous. But I listened to her and just totally fell in love with Kate Mulgrew herself. It is beautiful and raw and horrible and poetic. And at the end of the audio, there is a 1-hour interview, Rosie O'Donnell interviewing Kate Mulgrew, and oh my god, I swear this just bumped up the entire book a star because it was just delicious. Now, the second nonfiction book I also listened to, and it was the best new true crime stories, serial killers by, I'm going to screw this up, Mitzi Zarito. I should know. I listened to it. Still don't know. I have read more interesting true crime ones, I guess more so because there's more information and details, but I kind of loved that this went into some lesser known. It was also a lot of speculation, simply because the crimes took place so long in the past, so they've kind of scrimped together stuff, but it was really fascinating seeing how they came up with these plausible outcomes. Next book I read, it is called A Quiet Death, and it is book number 3 of the Dark Peak series by Kari Hunter. This was the most incredible wrap-up of a series. Absolutely, most incredible wrap-up of a series. I loved and hated it in equal measure, just because it's the end of Megan Senna, and that breaks my heart. On the positive, it was just delicious. It was so good. One of the things I love about this whole series is that each book is really, it's in the same vein as the series. Yes, puppy. But I remember the books specifically individually. They don't all blend together. And this third one is really cool because it brings in a third point of view just for a few chapters, and that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Freedom to Love by Ronica Black. I loved the start of this. It was so good. You get right into it. It is a really fast-paced book, and for that, I adore it. Kind of got bored by the end. I feel like it all happened too easily in the end. I feel like part of the story we missed out on because it was all previous to this book. I didn't really like the sex scenes. I couldn't get into them, which is shock for me, really. But I did really still enjoy the book. All right, the next one, Easy Nevada and the Pyramid's Curse by Georgette Kaplan. I found out this is a series and I'm so excited because a few elements at the end of this book I wasn't too fussed on. But the rest of it, oh my god, I could not read this fast enough. It was so hilarious and adorable and oh my god, like self-referential. I mean, they mention Jane Jones and Lara Croft. And it's just, that's exactly what it is. But then you also throw in the Mummy and you change like Brandon Fraser into someone just as hot and female as Rachel Weisz, and boom, this is the book you've got. So if you like those things, check this one out. Can't wait to read the second one. All right, so those are the 10 books that I read in October. I am going to try really hard to read more spooky books next October because this is surprising. Like, this is the least amount of horror and freaky and scary books that I've read all year. So apparently I don't like anyone telling me what to read. Who knew? So do you read spooky books in October? Let me know and pop down a comment and let me know how it all goes. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.